G'day guys, Westy here, and welcome back to the channel, High Country Prospecting. I'm out again today. I've brought the Highbanker along with me. I haven't done any high banking in a little while. I'm going to give you guys a bit of a look at the upgrades I've done on the Highbanker. And we're going to run some material through in this spot that I sussed out a while ago. It was getting pretty good colour every pan, sort of nice chunkier sort of pieces for this area. There's still micros compared to what a lot of you guys are getting, but for this area they're sort of nice. So you can see I've done some test pans down in here, further over down that way near the creek, down in here, and then the other side of where I've got the ute, I've done some test pans over in there. As you can see, bit of a Lara bingle there to the ute. Accidentally reversed into a bloody tree branch. Not good. So hopefully I can find a bit of colour to buy myself a new light. But anyway, it's been raining on and off all day today. But can't let that stop you. Got to get out there and get into it. Alright, so I've just set up the Highbanker, guys. It's Gold Rat Highbankers. 12-inch Outback Pioneer model. You can see that there. It's a bit dirty. It's all goods. Some of the changes I've made to it are these spray bars. So that's 1.5 inch lay flat hose that runs to the pump. Just a cam lock fitting. Then I've got a 90-degree elbow that goes into a T and splits off. So these nozzles here, the outlet nozzles, you can adjust them up and down. Point them wherever you want, there's 2 of them. I've also made up this clay claw out of stainless steel. And that just helps to hold any material up in the top there. Helps to get it all loose and stratified before it goes down in through the sluice and gets run over the dream mat. So that's really handy. In loose soil, like sandy soil, you don't really need it. You can just leave it up and adjust the angle of your top box to suit. Down in the bottom here, I was having a lot of trouble with air bubbles coming through. So I've got this rubber mat that I've made up. And that just clips over this bar that holds up the top box. So I haven't tried it out yet. Today's the first run. I've also put a piece of miner's moss in the back here, up in the top. That just sits in there. It's not held in by anything. That might just help to catch any of those bubbles and slow them down, give them a chance to pop. So yeah, that's it. That's the beastie. Works pretty well. These are just little mods that I've, over time, thought that it needed. So yeah, I've slowly added them in. It's just starting to rain again, so I'm going to fire this thing up and get shoveling. See what we can get. Did I really think it was going to start that easy? Of course not. Great success. Beautiful. There's the Serenity. Rain's starting to come in a fair bit now, so I'm just going to set up and get running. As you can see, I got myself a new waders finally. Got sick of the other ones leaking through, so I went and bought some nice new ones. The first time I've worn them. pretty important, guys, when you're high banking or sluicing in general. If you can just check your tailings every now and then. So I set up a pan underneath my high banker here, and every now and then I just take that pan down and pan it out, just see what kind of colour I'm losing. It can help you just with adjusting your angles in your sluice. If you're losing a lot, it could be due to angles or water flow. It just help you narrow it down rather than running the whole day and then realising that you've lost a whole heap out your tailings. You can make little changes throughout the day. It's the way to go. Two tiny little dots. Camera probably won't even pick them up. So I normally just dunk them straight back in the top box. Just bunk my pan back down under the flow. Oh, that's better. There's my hole. I moved quite a bit of material today. Tailings. Probably about 1/2 to 3/4 of a cubic metre, I'd say. With these dream mats, it's important before you shut it off to have a pan underneath it. As you can see, as the water flow slows down, it blows out a lot of material out of the cells. I'm not sure if I mentioned earlier, but the secret ingredient's just a large rock up there to hold that matting in. It just helps slow the water down and give material somewhere to hide behind it. So I'll rip this mat out, put it in a pan, and we'll see what we've got in it. I'll just use a bucket or a large pan. I've got a bigger one than this I normally use actually. I'll just pull the matting straight down into it. Just fold this matting around in the bucket. Shake it up and down, loosens all that material up that's covered in it. It should drop out pretty easily. And that's it, that's all the cons that we're left with out of those mats. The miners moss holds a lot more concentrates than what the dream mat does. It cleans out really well. A lot of black sands in here, a lot. Really chunky too. Just roughly pan that back there. See all that gold up here. One picker actually. Oh, not quite a picker. There it is. and just some other fine, very fine gold. So I'll take that all home and I'll clean it up properly there. I just laid down in the water and it went down the back of my waders. Oh, it's cold. I'll take this all home, all these cons in the bucket. That way I can pan it out properly, nice and slowly. And I'll do a proper cleanup once I've done all that. It's good to get out, I can tell you that. After being isolated for 5 weeks, I think the restrictions have been. They've just been lifted last week, and I haven't been able to get out because I had an injury, but I'm slowly getting over that, so I thought, stuff it, I'm gonna get out today. By myself. You might have noticed I don't have Chewy here. He did himself a mischief 2 weeks ago and sliced his foot right open and had to go to the vet for some surgery. So I don't know what it is with that pooch, but I think he likes attention from the vet. But anyway, he's on the mend. No creek time for him for a little while till it's all healed up. He just had the stitches taken out, so shouldn't be too much longer and I'll have him back handy. And if you've got any questions about these Highbankers or anything, just hit me up and I'll tell you guys all about it. So it's the day after yesterday and I've just finished cleaning up that gold I got from that little Highbanking excursion. There's not a heap here, but it's not too bad really, considering I was only out there for Highbanking probably just over an hour. So I'm pretty happy with that actually, and we're about to throw it on the scales, weigh it up, and we'll see what we've got. I'll post up some photos at the end of the video of the actual gold total, but that's what I got in the pan there. So we'll throw it on, see what we get. So I got my gold here in the pan, little scales here. I'll just throw this tray on and tear it off. 0.00. Alright, tricky bit now. Got this gold in a nice little ball on one edge. Put it on this bit of paper. Hopefully we don't lose much. Yeah, right. Now for the exciting bit, tip it in. .79. That's better than what I thought actually. Wow. Yeah, bloody beauty. 0.79. You little ripper. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong at all. Considering I was only there for just over an hour, probably only moved 1/2 metre of soil, so pretty good. Pretty happy with that. Not too shabby at all. I'll get some photos for you guys and post it up at the end of this little bit of gold I got. Not too shabby. Alright, I'll keep it there. Short and sweet one. Thanks for coming along, guys. As usual, if you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and leave a comment for me and I'll get back to you. I always get back to all the comments, so thanks guys, I really appreciate it, and see you in the next one.